Ascension WoW turns into a home for the private server scene, offering so many different types of playstyles depending on your preferences, so that everybody will find something for themselves. Today we'll talk about the future of Ascension. Is it worth coming back for TBC release on a Lune classless realm? Is Conquest of Azeroth Alpha going in the right direction? But most importantly, is Ascension Classic Plus realm worth the wait? Let's dive right in. So the very first mega feature is that Ascension content will now be simultaneously advanced and progressed on all realms, meaning that all the new cool stuff is gonna hit all the realms all together rather than focusing on only seasonal and leaving Area 52 to rot. Personally, I think this is a great decision, as you will get all the same content on all realms. You will just need to make a decision how you want to develop your character depending on the realm. Of course, those realms can be in a different state of expansions as well, but considering that everything is scaled on Ascension, I don't really see that much of a problem in it. On top of that, it will only probably also increase the speed of development, as all the stuff will be prepared together and not separately. It seems that Ascension is completely taking over the private server scene, giving us so many ways of playing with all the new custom stuff. This also makes the competition try harder, so we can really get amazing custom stuff in the near future. TBC is finally coming to a Lune, and I'm really happy for it, as it's my favorite expansion by far. TBC also comes with some new features which are great for the wildcard. Cases of Fortune giving scrolls for all specs is just simply amazing. We will be able to try out so much more things with it now. It's like a warband for retail, where you share your progression with all your specs rather than farming scrolls all over again. Good stuff. Secondly, prestiges have been buffed again, which is nice, as I have always loved low-level PvP, and this will incentivize it even more. On top of that, we can back all of the used case scrolls from previous prestiges, which makes it even more valuable for progression. This time around, Ascension is really keeping their promise about playing the way you want. Although, I haven't noticed any price for the buyback yet. From the video, it seems like you can get over 200 scrolls of fortune for 100,000 marks, so it's a lot cheaper and sounds like a good progress. Another brand new thing we get is rapid rolling, which not only speeds up the process, but also allows us to literally choose skills and talents we need. It's almost like a free pick now, you just need some scrolls to back it up. It's a good change though. Previous chapter did help a lot, but it still required a lot of grinding just to set up a character and a lot more time to roll all the shit. Now this game looks as it should be in the beginning of the season. On top of everything, we finally also get Hero Architect, which allows other people to share their build, which you can copy and roll through the auto roller. It has never been easier to roll. To top it all off, Gabriel Moel will always now refund all used scrolls, so we'll struggle no more when the balance changes happen. Just reset, throw a bunch of spells into the rapid rolling machine, and voila, you are now prepared. So, we of course cannot start a new expansion without having some new toys to play around with. Some of the new spells are ones we already know, but there are some cool ideas from what I've seen. New skills and talent cards can already be rolled from the card packs, so if you have some piled up, you can start fooling around with some new builds. I did skim through them and have seen some nice potential in Execute, Rogue Priest Hybrid, Melee Hunter buffs. Can't wait to try them all out and share it with you guys. I should have found more gold for specs and scrolls to have a big head start. Also, with the TBC comes a big balance patch, so if your build is performing better or worse, be sure to check out Ascension website or launcher for details. There's also one quite big change that hasn't been shown in the video, connected with the open world, as you can get cases of fortune for both high risk and no risk. It's a very nice addition for people that need to do some catching up or just like to kill stuff in the open world, like me for example. Also, there are some nice items added to the reputation vendors with classic vanilla factions, so rep farming is more valuable now, which is a great thing. I personally have been waiting for so long to see some open world changes, so it's a very nice step, but of course nowhere near close to a game changer. Conquest of Azeroth is constantly getting some love with all the balance changes and new content that now will be released on all realms at once. If you are still interested in trying it out but haven't got an invite yet, the open beta weekends are coming. I personally think that weekend people won't really benefit in the book fixing that much, but it will definitely be a very nice advertisement before the potential next summer release. I do love custom classes and core, but the biggest problem I have with it is the open world. The classes are so powerful that you completely don't feel any challenge. I know that Ascension is mostly about endgame, but having some meaningful leveling period on this realm would be a nice godsend. You don't prestige here, so road to max level should be a special experience, not a quick class tutorial, but that's just me. All in all, the custom classes are great and I will definitely give them a try once more in the future. But here comes another mega feature. Classic Plus comes to Ascension. In short, it's an Ascension spin of Season of Discovery, where standard classes get a lot of powerful stuff that makes us even more powerful than with their Wrath talents. I mean, come on, we have all seen this. Why would we choose to play a classic paladin with one with a light enhancement, where I can create a much more powerful version in the wildcard or Area 52? The one and only reason people would want to play Classic Plus is by making the journey meaningful once again. And it seems that not be the case this time around neither. With some scaled content changes that you can check on site, the world will be even easier as scaled mobs will be green for you now. Ascension gives out Hogger as an example, saying that you couldn't beat him on the same level. You could, very easily, and this is the problem. This guy should require a group to take down. Most of the time, when we get custom stuff for Vanilla Plus, we either get scaled content that make everything irrelevant, or we get so much power that we also make open world irrelevant. In my opinion, the world should be hard and challenging, and please don't come at me with the trials and challenges. It should be same for everyone. That's an MMORPG, and by being forced to make groups and look for help is where it's at. Vanilla was so cool as classes had their unique playstyles and roles that complemented the groups. Nowadays, we get healing, CC, buffs, debuffs, big bang attacks on each and every class, making us a one-man army. This is what destroys the open world. Everybody is self-sufficient. I will still probably try it out, as it does have some potential, but I'm not really die-hyped, as it has the exact same problem as Conquest of Azeroth. Classes and new spells are cool, but they are irrelevant as you streamroll through the content. I do admit though that PvP could have some very nice potential, as it would be a little bit easier to balance, but I expect that some of the borrowed powers we will receive for classes will get out of hand and we will have a similar situation as on Elune. We will see though. But back to the content topic though, there is a brand new Karazhan Crypts dungeon coming up for all realms, scaled for both 60 and 70, which is a very nice addition. This type of scaling is great, for endgame that is. I have always thought that using existing places to expand the Azeroth is the way to go. People crave such places and adventures that they always dreamed and wondered about. The second dungeon, Blackrock Caverns, feeds the theme perfectly, as Blackrock Mountain is a vanilla zone, so expanding on such areas with dungeons from the future expansion is a very good choice. There are still many places left unfinished in vanilla Azeroth, so I hope we'll get more of such places like the Karazhan Crypts, especially that it also perfectly fits into the upcoming Classic Plus realm. There were also some glimpses of Felforge mode back again, and that would be amazing, especially in Conquest of Azeroth and Classic Plus realms. Leveling PvP has always been fun for me, and Stranglethorn Vale still has that vibe in it. That threat lurks around every corner. There are also a lot of quality of life changes coming to Ascension that especially target new audiences. New player experience is always important, as many people felt overwhelmed when trying out Ascension. More people to play with is always nice. There are also some things borrowed from retail, like Super Tracker for quests or the Camera Collide system. It's good to see those, as it shows that Ascension always want to go forward rather than tightly keep at old stuff. Overall, I think Ascension is going in a good direction, offering us so many options to play, and making content simultaneously for all realms will mean that we can simply just change the realm when we look for some new adventures. Their attitude towards bringing more new players is a good sign, and 2025 looks really bright for Ascension. I see you guys back in game, and as always, may the RNG gods be always with you.